Time on the track.
I think it was a weird moment for me because I shot the movie and knew that it was about to be great, and I was still living in New Orleans, right? So I went and shot it. Then I came back home, and I'm like, nigga, I'm out partying and all type of shit. I'm telling people, nigga, I'm about to be in one of the best movies of the year. I'm telling you, bro, straight out of Compton, about to be crazy. Nigga, I killed it. Everybody looking at me like, this nigga lying.
Right.
And it like, I ain't gonna lie, it felt different. Like I wanted to be able to I wanted people to experience it with me. You know what I mean? There was very few people who knew the magnitude of what was happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
So once that shit dropped, nigga, everybody went crazy. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I told y'all thought I was playing. That's fucked up.
I mean, they just don't. I mean, people they know you all for how familiar they are with you.
Right.
I don't know you as the actor.
Right.
So that's your vision and that's your plan. But to me, as your partner,
yeah,
nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I see you dreaming, but I just, you know, I don't foresee it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did you ever take, you know, acting class? Man, what made you say I'm going out for this role?
So I really like. I don't like to glorify this shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was really outside. I feel like some of these niggas be rapping our life. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Like I was never like a super gangster, but I was outside, like for real. You know what I mean? Like you can look this part up too, you know? So for me, I'm like, it got to a point where niggas was getting killed and jail was becoming a real thing and all of this type of shit. And I'm just like, man, I need some new friends. And my sister always used to tell me, like, that's them fucking niggas you hang with. You can
change your circle.
Yeah. And I'm like, she right. You know, so I fucked around and heard this ad on the radio. This lady, Jacqueline Fleming, had this random ass acting class. I was like one of her first 13 students. And look, he could tell you, my stupid ass. I went up there with a 3-piece suit on and shit, trying to cover up the tattoos, and I didn't know what to expect. I just thought maybe, you know, I meet some bad bitches, some niggas who ain't into what I'm into.
Where was that?
You know, the class was in Metairie, right off of Clearview.
You got this room from a class in Metairie?
Yeah, bro, listen. I did that class, and like, you know, they kind of got all serious. At one point in time, they came and pulled up on me. They're like, Jason, you're gonna ruin your life. What are you doing? Like, you're selling drugs and you're carrying guns.
It's like a
ruin your
balls.
life. Right? You're gonna ruin your life. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. This class from 6 to 9, and my phone be bumping from that time. I'm sorry I can't sit in here and play pretend with y'all. Like, what the fuck, you know? So they brought me to a studio and they took headshots of me and shit. And that was the first time I think I ever seen myself like as something different. Like I never looked at myself and was like, nigga, I'm cute. You know what I mean? I ain't never done that. Like I know I ain't never had no problem courting a female or whatever that may be, but I could make her laugh. I ain't never think I was I'm obviously not tall, dark, and handsome.
Right.
I'm a grown ass man and I got this much hair under my arms. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm a fucking man child as far as I'm concerned.
But you man child.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I think at that moment I started to say maybe I could be great at something and not just good at something.
From a headshot?
From a headshot, bro. Because like when people don't know, when you take your headshots, it's really supposed to be like a still of a movie. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like when you get them extreme close-ups and you looking at that still, that's what people looking at. They saying that's what the director looking at. Like, damn, dude, can I imagine this person in my movie from this? You know, so shit got to be going on in your eyes. What are you thinking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The same way you looking at me right now, people going, if we went close in, they gonna say, damn, I wonder who talking to him. What they talking about? I want to listen.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that shit got to be in your head in order for it to come out on the pictures. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, that's some Tyra Banks.
Smiles or whatever. Smile with your eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
How that acting class led to the role, though?
So they had an agent come look at me in this process, right? After they got me the headshots and shit, they had an agent come look at me, and she signed me that day. So it took me probably like
She signed you that day?
Yeah, it took me probably like 6 or 7 months to book something though. But, you know, because you got to learn how to audition, and you know, nigga was nervous and all type of shit. So it took me a while to figure it out. But once I figured out, I just got to go in there and own it, know my lines, boom, boom. I got 4 roles just here in New Orleans. Small shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was never around no actors. I was only around people who make music. So I didn't know having 3 lines in my first movie was a big deal. You know what I mean? Some people start off as an extra or doing plays and this and that. It was like none of that. I'm like, you know, and I went and got that, but I was like, this ain't enough. But when I seen that check, I was like, oh yeah, this could be my job. For one day of work, this what it look like? I'm out here. You know what I mean? So I just kept pushing for that shit, and I did 2 of the movies that I did was with Mark Wahlberg, Contraband and Broken City, right? So I think
Contraband?
that I was Walter. I died at the beginning.
Mark Wahlberg?
You died in the. I gotta look at that again because I think I overlooked that.
That's
man.
the dude with the 4 brothers?
That's the white boy.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's Marky Mark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So I did that
That's
movie.
what's
I
up.
did Contraband with him, and then he just called me for Broken City because he was like, "Man, Jason got a good smile. This dude don't got to say much. He got a few lines. It's really." I was playing an actor in the movie because his girlfriend is an actress. You see what I'm saying? So I just had to go in there and be myself. You know what I mean? They threw me some glasses and shit on so I could look a little sophisticated. You know, but that day. They had a dude named Justin Chambers who I was working with who was kind of like going through something that day. And he had a lot of lines. And I was like, I'll take one of them. And he was like, yeah, let Jason say his line. So not only did I have my lines, but I had that too, you know? And he had put me in a headlock, his strong ass talking about, man, if you can stay out of trouble, because they all knew, like, you know,
What you was into.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He was like, man, if you can stay out of trouble, you could go far. So I'm like, I was always like, nigga, whatever. Because this shit is seasonal. It ain't promised, and I ain't made bill paying money off this shit, you know? But then the 5th movie, nigga, was straight out of Compton. You know what I'm saying? They sent me the audition, and I sent them a tape because everybody was auditioning in LA, right? But you know, I was dealing with a legal situation or whatever at the time, so they hit me back, nigga, like 40 days later, randomly. I'm fucking shucking oysters and shit. They called me and they like, yeah, F. Gary Gray, the director, he wants you to fly out to LA tomorrow for a callback. And I'm like, a callback, nigga. Don't that mean I might not get the role? You know what I mean? And they was like, yeah. I was like, well, no.
Yeah, I need
you
some
know,
for sure.
yeah, exactly. Because if I get on this plane, my life could get serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they was like, well, okay, give us a few minutes. We'll call you back. So they called me back in like 30 minutes. They was like, he wants to Skype with you. This was before all the Zoom shit and all of that. They was like, all right, cool. You know. So I went by my people, nigga. Make sure this fucking internet work, nigga. We gonna do the best, you know what I mean?
Yeah, put that fucking computer up.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So we Skyped, nigga, for an hour and 17 minutes. I'll never forget that shit. And I booked that shit, nigga, over Skype.
Over
I had never
Skype.
fucking
You did
flew
your
in
woo over Skype and booked the
Yeah, I had
straight
never
out of
been to
Compton?
California, none of that. My first time going to California was
You had the job when you went.
exactly. And I had just
Real New Orleans.
I was
nigga.
leaving.
I'm not coming unless the woo for sure, my nigga.
Exactly.
Listen, man, you paying for flight, hotel, and all that, bitch, because you hear me? All this count.
Facts.
Not knowing no callbacks.
facts. And
Yeah.
in the words of the great Denzel, I'm from round the way.
Yeah.
I'm leaving
The
with
same
something.
shit I could do there, I could do on Zoom.
Did-
Let's get it.
Did you have to get like coached or whatever from like maybe Ice Cube or anybody like that, kind of like telling you like more of their story and so you can get more
Right.
into character?
Absolutely, bro. I did everything possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't touched it. You feel me? Because I didn't know Pyro was a street. You know what I'm saying? I had no
Right.
idea. I had to
never
go
heard that
look
either.
around that motherfucker for real.
Had to
you
feel
know?
that shit, right.
Exactly. Because my thing is,
The pause though, but yeah.
yeah.
Stop the cap.
Niggas do.
and you can ask, bro. I did the same shit when I did The Shy, right? If I gotta represent a group of individuals, they gotta know that I tried my best. So I need to eat at y'all restaurants. I need to sit with y'all people. Like I want to play spades. I want to do everything. I want to know how y'all is for real.
Right, so I can
what I
embody
mean?
this shit.
Exactly, because it's the nuances. It's the small things. It's the reason why we look at shit that they do about New Orleans and be like, yeah, you can tell.
He not here. We don't talk like that. Or we wouldn't have said that like that. You know?
Exactly.